Okay. Right, but if you want me to do one of those, which one, number 3 or number 4?
Miss, I have a question.
Number 3? Number 4. Okay, let me hold on. So for plan number 4, Adrian was asking me, does it matter how I set up that problem? Can I just set it up like top to bottom and then equals to top to bottom? Or do I have to set it up left to right, left to right? And in this case, it doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent. If you're going to put this on top, then this has to be on top. Okay? So top, bottom, top, bottom. If you want to go top, bottom, and then top, bottom, that would still be okay. So on the angle bisector theorem, it says from the side of the triangle, this being the triangle, this is the base. So from the side to the piece of the base, from the side to the piece of the base. Let me just set it up like that, okay? So when I set it up, my proportion should be x plus 5 is to 12.5 as x minus 5 is to 7.5. And then I just cross multiply. So that would be this is a binomial, okay? Binomial, that needs to be in parentheses. So that would be 7.5 parentheses x plus 5 equals 12.5 parentheses, let me move this a little bit because I'm running out of space. Okay. Parentheses x minus 5. And then you have to distribute. When you distribute like that. Okay, so I'm going to start over here. So my answer should be 7.5x when you distribute. And then 7.5 times 5, I believe that's 37.5, right? Plus 37.5 equals, that's a point. And then I distribute. So it's 12.5. Let me move this a little bit more this way. Okay, can I move it? No, I cannot move it anymore. Okay, what about this? Let me just move it. I'm running out of space over here. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it. Let me rewrite it. 7.5x plus 37.5 equals 12.5x minus 62.5? 62.5. Then you move the x's. This goes to the right. Would that give you 5x when you subtract? And then this goes to the left. When you add it, that's 100, right? Then when you divide by 5, that gives you 20, isn't it? Okay. So then since x is equal to 20, I come back to the problem, and they want me to find the length of SR. So SR is x plus 5. So 20 plus 5, that should be 25. And then over here in this one, it's 20 minus 5, and that is 15. And those are the answers, okay? Okay, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and start the quiz now, because then we're not going to have a chance to finish it up. Okay, so this is the second page, and we got, for number 6, we got 25. The height is 25.05 feet. So you make sure you convert the measurement into feet. So it was 3 plus 4 out of 12, which is 3.33. And for this one, we got 4 plus 2 out of 12, which was 4.16. 4.16. So 4.17 when you round it off. Okay, this is feet and this is feet. And you can just set up the ratio, the proportion, and you get the answer. Okay, number 7. We have a ratio given here. Okay, so for every 1 inch, that represents 4 feet. And now they're asking me to get what the length of the actual room, which that's going to be on the bottom, and that's going to be in feet. Now from the blueprint, we have 3 inches. 3 inches. So that's my setting. That's my proportion. All we got to do is just cross multiply. So when I cross multiply, that's going to be just the length, because it's 1 times the length is just the length. Okay, and then 4 times 3 is 12. So it's 12 to what? Well, this is supposed to be in feet, so it's 12 feet. That's it. Everybody okay with that? Yes? Okay. Now for the next problem. Okay. For the perimeter and the area, there's three things we have to find first, okay? The similarity ratio, the perimeter ratio, and the area ratio. That's right. So let's get those three things first. So similarity ratio. The similarity ratio, you get it from getting the length of the side over the length of the side. Okay, so that's going to be 6.5 divided by 13. When you simplify that, that's 1/2? Okay, so that's 1/2. Now for the perimeter ratio, what do we know about the perimeter ratio and the similarity ratio? They're the same. That's right. Perimeter ratio is the same thing, so that would be 1/2. And now for the area ratio, you get the perimeter ratio, which is 1/2, and you square that, which is 1 square and 2 square. And that would be what? 1/4. Okay, now that I have those pieces of information, all I have to do is set up the proportions. Okay? So, first proportion. I'm going to get the one for the perimeter first. Okay, so the perimeter one. My perimeter ratio, it's 1 to 2. For every 1 unit in triangle ABC, it's twice in triangle EDF. Now, I don't know the perimeter of the small one, so I don't know the perimeter of the small one, but I do know the perimeter of the second one, which is 54. All I have to do is just cross multiply. So it's 2p equals 54 divided by 2, so the perimeter is 27. 27, and that is inches. That's right. And then we do the same thing for the area. We get the area of the ratio, which is 1/4. We don't know the area of the small one, so it's A over the area of the second one is 126. So we cross multiply. That is 4A equals 126, and that must be a decimal, right? 31.5, and this is square inches. That's right. Okay, so square inches. It's the pen. You know how it is sometimes hard to. Okay, I'm a perfectionist too. Says that also. So let me do the inches. Thank you. Everybody okay? The ones on the front? Okay. The ones on the front?
We did the opposite.